Truth be told, when I started looking into this role that I thought was so unique, I decided, let me tell my parents. And while I was telling them about this pre-sales role that I'd found and how cool it sounded, my dad listened until the very end and then said to me, Elysia, you do realize I've been in pre-sales for the past decade. Hey, my name is Elysia. I have been an engineer for the past 5 years, and I think that my experience has been unique in that it's been a blend of both technical experience and also business experience. Once I finished university, I worked at a startup in Melbourne where I had to wear multiple hats. I was working technically, and I was also working with clients and dealing with client-side delivery and demos. And I think in my experience there, I realized I really enjoy the client-side work and dealing with customers. Prior to this, I interned at a top-tier consulting firm, and I dealt with tenders and enterprise delivery, and I felt that I got a lot of energy from that. And I guess what I found now is that role is solutions engineering. I worked at a global social media company as a software engineer, and I had a fantastic experience there. In saying that though, my work was very isolated and my impact felt really narrow. And that was in stark contrast to the broader impact that I felt that I had at the startup in a different role, and also the strategy that I was able to impact and also the customers I was able to engage with. So after 3 years of working as a software engineer in this large company, I felt that it was time for me to start researching and looking for a role that was a better fit for my strengths and also my interests. I found that my communication style has become really direct and that my thinking is quite black and white, and I don't necessarily think that's a good thing. If I think about my communication with family and friends, I feel like I've been able to build that because of non-black and white thinking and being able to work in this grey zone and understand more than just what's yes and no. So it's something that I really wanted to make sure that I continue to develop in my next role and improve in my next role. While I'm telling you this story, I think it's worth saying that I also really enjoy storytelling. And I think storytelling was missing in my past technical role. Storytelling is something that has made me really develop my personal relationships, and I also think it's useful in practice at work and has been really helpful with getting things over the line. So I guess what I'm saying is improving my communication and being able to utilize storytelling is what would allow me to better problem solve and achieve better outcomes. So that's a reason why I wanted to move into solutions engineering. Well, interestingly, I had no idea what pre-sales engineering or solutions engineering was. I had some recruiters reach out to me and they were talking about this pre-sales role, and they sent me job descriptions and I had a read and it sounded interesting, but I only really understood the role high level. I guess moving forward from that, I ended up doing my own research and again learned a little bit more about the role, but there wasn't any sort of courses or programs that I could look into to learn more deeply about the role at the time. So the next natural step was for me to start networking. I went to meetups, I connected with people on LinkedIn and started engaging with what they were posting. And what I found was that this role really aligned with what I loved, and it's definitely what I saw myself doing in the future. Honestly, the more I learned about this role, the more I realized that the role was right down my alley. Truth be told, when I started looking into this role that I thought was so unique, I decided, let me tell my parents. And while I was telling them about this pre-sales role that I'd found and how cool it sounded, my dad listened until the very end and then said to me, Elysia, you do realize I've been in pre-sales for the past decade. It's extremely embarrassing, I didn't know that's what my dad did. But what I did realize now, connecting the dots, was that all of these benefits that I've been told about pre-sales, I actually lived in action from my dad. My dad traveled the world, he had such a flexible job, and that made him be able to be such a present father. And I think that that is proof that the role is what it's said to be. I feel so lucky that I've been able to have a dad that's in this role, and hopefully I'm able to be as present in for my future family as well. I think that what my dad's taught me being in pre-sales is that although the pre-sales person is part of the sales team, our role is not to sell. What it is to show value to customers. And I think that he's so right in saying that, and it's something that I found as well in doing the Pioneering Presales course. So I alluded to this earlier, but initially I couldn't find any good information or programs on solutions engineering when I initially started looking. Luckily, when I started networking and connecting with people on LinkedIn, I started seeing people interacting with posts about the Umdenken and Pioneering Presales, which got me really intrigued. I looked into it and I realized that this would be a really good opportunity for me to work out, number one, is pre-sales for me? And number two, it's a really good opportunity to upskill. So I decided to take the leap of faith and I subscribed. I'd say there's 3 reasons why I found the Pioneering Presales course brilliant. To start, I feel like it was able to keep me engaged for really long periods of time. And to be honest, that's a really big feat considering how short my attention span is nowadays. I think it's the way they teach and the content that they're sharing which makes it really easy to listen to and stay motivated to work with. Secondly, I feel as if I was able to really remember the information. It's not that I was learning it and forgetting. I still feel like all of this information is front of mind, and it comes down to the teaching techniques. It comes down to the storytelling. That's the reason why I've been able to really remember everything that I've been taught. Lastly, I feel like I'm actually a solutions engineer. It's really rewired my brain to think in the way that a solutions engineer does, and it also makes me feel like I've been immersed in the solutions engineering world, which is really important considering a lot of this solutions engineering experience tends to have to be lived. So this course really kind of jumps over that hurdle. To be transparent with you, I wasn't having a lot of success with interviews in pre-sales before doing the Pioneering Presales course. I actually was getting the recruiter call, or maybe I'd met with a hiring manager, but I wasn't being able to pass those stages because I didn't have a lot of that lived experience or the experience that you can gain from doing a course like Pioneering Presales. So I think that I've been able to learn a lot from the course. But by the same token, I think that I was able to ask the right questions when I was in interviews. Because when you're interviewing, really, they're not just trying to find information about you, you equally need to understand more about the company in the interview process. So doing the Pioneering Presales course, I was able to work out what's important to my role and what questions to ask to see if the role would be the right fit. I was able to work out what those things were, and I can now announce that I have successfully secured my dream pre-sales role, and I'm stoked.